That is a community watch coming to you from Lake Elsinore. There's a water right there. I'll take you guys afterwards. I think there's like a little dock there, just so we can see the lake. Gonna go ask for a complaint form. See if those are ready available. Hi, I need a complaint form.
You need a complaint form? Sure.
How are you guys today?
Good. How are you?
Doing good, thank you.
Here you go.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
You guys have a good day.
Thank you. You too.
That's the lake right there, you guys can see. I'll take you guys over there in a minute. You can see there's water down there. Good morning. There's the lake. These machines are so interesting, man.
Oh, you want it to open up and take some pictures for you?
Sure, that'd be cool. If you're not doing nothing, yeah.
No. Let me just put my shirt shirt on so that if you get any photos of me here, I don't have my boss yelling at me.
It's a boy thing. It's just so interesting, you know, like all this stuff.
Absolutely. No problem. Go ahead and give you the old tour.
Yeah, cool. Never had that done before.
Sure.
My name's Philip, by the way.
My name's Paul. Nice to meet you.
Paul, nice to meet you. Good morning, Paul.
Oh, I look all official and pretty, you know?
Yeah. We want to make sure we represent the public right.
Oh, absolutely.
And we appreciate that, Paul, very much.
Anything I can do to try and help you out, man. We are your fire department. So.
Yeah, that's cool. I was just, I've had one time they let us in the station and they let us take some pics, but yeah, it's just cool. I think the people, something they don't ever get to see.
Yeah, and you know, we always I tell everybody all the time, if you want to come in, take a look, come on over. I'd be more than glad to show you out. You know, we're here to educate you.
I have family in fire too.
Perfect. So here's our medical compartment. So we have a lot of our medical equipment, medical gear, and equipment for dealing with traumas. We also keep some of our PPE and stuff like that in there.
This is Paul, you guys, and he's with Cal Fire, and he's being very nice. And I was just letting him know I find it interesting, and I think looks like he's waiting for somebody, so he took the time to just go ahead and give me a tour. So yeah,
we're one of our firefighters is doing an interview right now, so
okay, cool.
Having to do some kind of legal stuff, but these are our air tanks. We keep spare air tanks with us everywhere we go. And then we have extinguishers, because you know we do put out fires.
Yes, sir.
Something that we do here in the fire department.
Just
we have a dry cam, and we have a water extinguisher here. Normally we have a rotary saw here. I have my gear in here just to give us a little extra room and get some extra salvage tarps and equipment like that in that area.
See, these are work truck guys.
So
they're pretty, but they're work trucks is what they are.
So we carry a lot of different equipment. We have tool belts, axes, things used to break into buildings, break open things. We have lights and generators and a fan so we can get smoke out of the area and get area opened up so we can go breathe and clear out areas. But fuel mix to make sure that we maintain all the equipment that we have.
I got it in the head on, Paul, in 2002, 2001.
Really?
And I was stuck in my car for 2 hours.
So we were able to cut you out.
So you guys had to cut me out, yeah. So
well,
this is cool.
Good thing we're going to pull this part out right here.
Yeah.
This is the world's largest can opener.
Those jaws of life,
jaws
right?
of life, you'll see them right up. We got some spreaders, rams, cutters. You know, we have our power unit and hoses and equipment, step chocks and items to stabilize vehicles. And so we're able to open things up.
I remember those because my foot was stuck.
Oh, and then
they couldn't get my foot, so they had to use the smallest one, and then another one, and then another one, and then they had me hold my leg because I had a compound fracture. My bone went through my ankle.
So we have all of our hoses. We have our 4-inch hose up here that we use to open up different things. 2-inch hose for fighting fires, and then we can use it for smaller supply amounts. You know, we have a 2.5 blitz line here with the different hose packs, and then we have our standard pre-connects that we use for the majority of our fires. The single jacket hose used for wildland fires, the double jacket hose used for house fires.
Cool.
Watch yourselves just to be careful all around side. So we have some more hand tools, you know, gardening equipment, as we always like to call it, used for wildland fires, you know, for salvage, overhaul, things like that. We have sawzalls, we have Dremels, all these different tools that we use a lot of times to access people, make rescues, do different things. We carry our own water and food, because we sometimes are going a couple of days. Just be careful, I don't want you getting rear-ended here.
And this is like I said, this is a work truck, guys. These are all the things they need to have access to just make their job a lot easier.
We have step chocks on both sides here, so that the vehicle doesn't roll away when we're pumping. More air bottles. Go up here, we have our chainsaw equipment, some fusees we use for doing backfiring and firing out operations, a lockout, tag out kit, and a high-rise kit. Up there we've got some extra tools, extra rescue equipment, bags, and then of course what we call our lockout kit we use to open up cars when people get stuck. So kind of cool.
You guys got to be very well versed in a lot of things.
Yeah, we do a lot of training in a lot of different areas, and our department does a phenomenal job of making sure that we get as much as we can to
Plus,
be helpful.
With all these hills and stuff, I'm sure you guys have extra training. Yeah,
we have tremendous amounts of training.
Look at guys, this is what surrounds their valley. This is Lake Elsinore. So the fire is the Cal Fires and the fire department are very crucial around this area.
And we're truly an all-risk agency. So not only do we worry about the wildland, but we also worry about medical calls. This is a paramedic engine company. We have ALS. We have 2 paramedics assigned on to it. We do the full gamut of rescue work. So this is our engineer's compartment. So it's got all different fittings and equipment so that we can go from the smallest little tiny 1-inch hose all the way to 4 inches and do all sorts of different things. Boys and girls, if you're interested in becoming an engineer, go to school of math. As you can see, lots of numbers, lots of gauges, lots of dials. You've got to be good at your math when you're out here doing this stuff. So take your time, go through this stuff, but you'll learn this is how we pressure all the different discharges and intakes. And so this is our primary information, the pump intake, pump discharge. So what's coming into the engine, what's going out of the main pump, and then all the different dials of the individual hose lines. Because depending upon the size of the hose line and how much water you're trying to push through it, it's different pressure. So there's a lot of math involved to that. So you got to be kind of smart on that stuff. So you got the big intakes, smaller intakes, and discharges all throughout the engine. And then we carry our own little light standards over here so we can make things nice and bright. Take a look at the back. We have more medical equipment and medical gear. We keep it in the cab area so it's air conditioned and climate controlled because you got all the medications and equipment like that. And we want to keep it out of the smoke from all the gear. The firefighter sits back there. You'll notice we have SCBAs, or the breathing apparatus that we wear, mounted in the seat so we can quickly get out of it as soon as we go, in addition to our seat belts.
This is awesome.
Here in the front, that's where the magic happens. So the engineer sits, so he's out here, all the gauges and equipment, and he'll drive the apparatus, make all the music with the siren, do all the kind of cool stuff. It's kind of neat up there.
All right, guys. See, this is awesome. Thank you, Paul.
Hey, not a
Paul,
problem.
thank you for representing. And what station are you out of?
I'm out of Station 61 today, Wildomar.
Okay.
We are here in Battalion 2 for the Lake Elsinore Battalion.
All right, you guys, call up the Wildomar station and let them know that they got Paul, who is representing their department very well.
Thank you very much.
You, sir.
I appreciate it. Any day. You have yourself a good day.
Stay safe, okay? And
Hey, you too. You take care now.
Thank you for your
Anytime.
service and for your kind attitude, man.
No, anytime we can do to help. You know, that's we're your fire department.
Thank you, Paul.
Thanks a
God
lot.
bless,
Have a
man.
good day, sir.
There you go. Wow, what a blessing, huh, guys? I think those videos should be just as popular as all the F-bomb videos, you know? Like I promised, I'll take you guys over there to the lake real quick. I'll turn this off and then start it back up when we get over there. Here's that park, and we're on the other side of that hill. Just so you guys can take a quick look at the Lake Elsinore. I've never been in this part. I've only been here fishing. But we fished off, launched off another ramp. Excuse me. Alright, let you guys do a little sightseeing with me. This is the back gate. You drive in here, you punch it here, and then you drive all the way over here.
How are you, sir?
Good, how are you? Very cordial here, Lake Elsinore so far. That's the second officer that's seen me, for sure. Well, third, because there was two in that first car. That first officer, I don't know if he saw me. And so far, 3 out of 3 have been good, so I'll wait for one more. Appreciate them respecting my rights. My inalienable rights. God-given rights. All right, what you seen, that was another officer or another employee who didn't say anything. As far as I'm concerned, that's good enough for me. So I'm going to park like 5 or 6 blocks away from here. I'm just going to take a different route back. All right, guys, appreciate your guys' support. If anything happens, I'll come back on. Alright, so check this out, guys. I'm walking from the police department, and here is the fire department here. Oh crap, and there's oh look, a post office. This is the Lake Elsinore post office. Didn't even know they had. It's a pretty big post office for this little town. It's right across the street from the fire department here. The lake's like right above that hill. I don't plan on going in. Looks like a little small town post office. Yeah, it's a cool little post office. It's warm out here. It's already about 80 degrees. fire department here. Good morning. How are you? How are you doing? How many people do you guys serve? It looks like a pretty big post office for this little community. Do you guys serve a big area, or
Yes, we do.
you do?
Why are you taking pictures?
Oh, just doing a little story on the post office.
Oh, you are?
Well, actually, on the whole area.
Oh, like Lake Elsinore?
Well, I was doing the police department, and then I noticed the lake was right there, so I just been walking this way, just photographing whatever I could see. I never been here before, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's pretty big, but they won't get it the bigger office.
Really?
They
Because
have 2 shifts. They have the morning and the evening.
it just looks big. I know a lot of times, like these little areas, they'll have like a smaller post office. I was just curious, though.
You scared me. I was like, why did you take a picture of me?
Oh, nah, girl, it just, huh? No,
What do we do?
no, just wave when you see a camera. That's the best thing, honestly. Remember the hi, mom, or get out of the way, you know what I mean? No. You have a blessed day, okay?
Bye.
Stay safe. You could just drive up. Mail your mail. This is a safe surrender site, which I believe most fire departments are. You can go drop off your child if you don't want them anymore. God, that sounds so horrible, doesn't it? But yeah, that's the truth of it. If you can't, for some reason, take care or handle your child, go surrender him. No questions asked. They're just worried about the baby.